our leadership is tied to our wallets. I don't think women overwhelmingly see us as leaders if we aren't the breadwinner subconsciously.
Facts.
And I think that the disposition will change if that becomes a constant.
That's powerful.
I'm gonna agree. I agree with that because I feel like sometimes people don't realize, like women, if we feel like a man is leading us to a dead end, that we no longer feel comfortable and safe for him to even lead us anywhere. Period. Like, and it ain't even about finances. It's physically too. If you always lead me to a dead end and I got to take over at that point, and I got to make sure everything is intact and everything's in order, then at that point I don't even trust you enough to even lead us nowhere. Because where we going? Every time I look around, we being led to a dead end. Whether you can control the money, control the budget, whatever. At the end of the day, that's just what it is. And at a certain point, women get tired of that. So when we get tired of it, we walking away from it. We cutting it off.
Let me just show something.
Hold on. Don't answer another question yet, Melly. You know what that is, and I understand that the protect and provide is over top of our heads, but it's crazy to it's not crazy to me. I understand it, but women be broke and be mad at you because you don't got the money they think you're supposed to have.
Facts.
That's another conversation.
I mean, you know what? I just made a video about that, and I was talking about it's so crazy how some women expect for a man to provide them a lifestyle that they cannot provide on their own. Like how can you expect for a man to bring something to the table that you don't even know? You haven't even experienced it yet. So first of all, you haven't even experienced it, and you're not even gonna know how to appreciate it once he do provide it. You feel what I'm saying? That's why a lot of men get messed over. That's why a lot of men, you know what I'm saying? They get overlooked for real because they're providing things for women that they ain't never had before. So a lot of these women they're not appreciative enough for me. And I can agree on that. They don't appreciate it because they ain't never experienced it.
Kara, most of y'all, huh?
Most of us.
Yes, most.
But don't they go back to
most of us
that dynamic?
I didn't want you to pivot too fast, OG Melly.
I was gonna get on there. I was gonna get into that corner there, dog.
Most of us. That's real.
No, but you know, it's something that you said though. It's something that you just said though. See, you know, you ain't gonna get it twice, Ham. You already knew that, Ham.
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say that later. You knew I was gonna get it twice. No, you know, this is something that I was
a lot of the times these men are requiring these women to have shit. They taking them to Chanel on the first date. Like exactly. they ain't requiring.
First of all, ain't no motherfucking way, man. Like, and you know what's crazy? I hear people talk about this shit all the time, and they never experienced it ever. But for some reason, they know this shit is happening. Like, how the fuck you know somebody going to Chanel on the first date? Like, what are you talking about? If you've never experienced it, you've never seen it happen, you just assume that it's happening. Like, how you know that for a fact? You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it.
These bitches that have nothing.
That's why the society messed up now.
That's why women think the way that they think, because you got men out here that fucks it up for the men that actually values their money. You get what I'm saying? It's
and I'll be the first one to say it is still tricking if you got it.
Yeah,
Facts.
It's men out here that's literally giving it out just because a woman is cute. Literally. He's taking her out. It's men out here that buy women cars within the first month of knowing them. Like, it's real life men out here that pay women bills without even physically touching this woman.
What kind of car you get, Tamia?
This ain't about me right now.
Hey, she still got it.
I'm just telling you, it's these guys that's out here that really pays women bills just off the strength of them potentially getting a coochie. Like, that's just what it is.
Areas. You
know,
let
me ask you something, Kara, because you said something too, and I just want to know this. Like, when females say that a man leading them to nowhere, and y'all get tired of stuff like that, or you know, like basically how you phrase that. What exactly, like what's some of the things when you're saying, okay, y'all don't, when a man is leading you to nowhere, because it's like, and I'm just giving you this from just a scenario. It seems like, you know, females have an idea of where they think the man should lead, almost like you're trying to dictate his leadership. And if it's not going that way, then he's leading you to nowhere.
That's exactly what it sounds like.
Expound on that part when y'all say, okay, a man's leading you nowhere, because it might be he's leading, but you just don't like the way y'all going.
That's not what I meant. What I meant
that's what I'm just saying. I'm asking.
What I meant when I said that is when men give you false promises and they say things they cannot keep up and they know they can't keep it up. Like, first of all, at the end of the day, don't tell me you're going to do all of these things and you know for a fact you don't have the wheelhouse to do it, right? So we're talking about future plans and doing all these things and you don't have the wheelhouse to make it happen, then don't say you're going to do it. At that point, you're messing up our trust. At that point, you're messing up my trust for you as a leader, because if you always talking about what you're gonna do and you don't never step up to the plate and do it, at that point, I can't trust nothing that you say. And at the end of the day, if I never asked you to give me anything, I never asked you what we were gonna do or what the plans were. If you come out of your mouth and tell me you're gonna do something, as a woman, I expect for you to get it done as a man.
Hey, she chefing. She chefing for sure. She's chefing for sure, 100%. If as a man, right, the only thing we really have, pardon me, is our word. You know what I'm saying? And as a man, if you state something, you should stand on that. You know what I'm saying? Now, I do believe if you state something to your lady, right, and you're actively pursuing that, but it's taking too long for her, then you need to go back to her and reassure her, like, listen, yo, the plan is still a plan. I'm still moving towards that. It's just taking me a little bit more time to get there, but this is still, you know what I'm saying, where I'm headed. You know what I'm saying? But there are some men that will make a bunch of false fucking promises, say what they're going to do, and then never do it. So I understand her point in that aspect.
That's what leaders do, right? But you can't expect for me to allow you to lead me if you're not always doing the things that you said you're going to do. Step up to the plate and do it. Or don't say you're gonna do it at all. That's what I mean.
Are we talking about? So what I'm saying is, I want you to go a little bit deeper on that, because like I get it, but are we talking about things like, hey, he said he's gonna take you on trips? Can you say
no,
he's going to do?
We ain't talking about no frivolous shit. We ain't talking about no frivolous nothing.
Don't even.
No, I'm asking just for the context of the podcast. All she said was he's gonna do things. He said he didn't do. What things are we talking about? Like, what is he not doing?
For instance, I had a gentleman I was talking to, right? We had been together for a while, right? And when I say a while, it was some years, okay? He told me he was gonna do all these business moves and he was gonna do this and do that. He didn't have the wheelhouse to do it. So in the end, I found out that you it's like a car that's real loud in traffic. It's real loud. It sounds like it's moving, but it ain't got no movement at all. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't making no moves. You ain't got no motion. Is what I'm saying.
I call that you putting your foot on the gas pedal, but you in neutral. You ain't going. Yeah, you ain't going nowhere.
You ain't going nowhere. You ain't making no move. You just all lip. You talking about it, but you're not being about it.
I get what you're saying.
First of all, before you even get started, Melly, let me say this: some women got the resources, right, to put a man in position. It's up to you to utilize that woman at 100% capacity. I was one of them women. I had the resources for you to start the business. As a matter of fact, I started the business for you and you still didn't do nothing with it. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about. You're not utilizing the resources. So this is why we're always in positions as women as being the hard ass or being the one that's labeled like we too independent. No, I'm gonna still show up for you as a woman, but what you gonna do with it when I give it to you?
Mistake number one that I learned is starting the business for him.
So Callie,
that was a mistake. That was a mistake. Starting the business for him. Yes, that I already know.
That's not actually that's not really that's not a mistake, because if y'all in this together, it doesn't matter. See, that's the problem.
But how long?
I'll let you no, we can't do it all together.
Melly, you started for him.
Hold on, Melly.
Hold up, man. Let him talk.
Melly, that nigga she's talking about.
No. Before you start, Melly, I got a good one for you. That's just like no. Let me ask you a question. That's just like you telling a young lady you're gonna pay for her tuition to go back to school, and you found out that she didn't use the money to go back to school. She doing everything else, right? So how would you feel as a man if you gave her the resources to level up her life so she can be on the level with you, right? How would you feel?
That shit loaded like a motherfucker.
She ain't utilizing the resources, right?
That sounds crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that's a very loaded question with that.
You're not. So we were saying business, but we don't actually mean the word business, right?
At all.
You invested in something that you didn't vet, right? So when you start a business for somebody, that doesn't include buying a piece of machinery. Have you done market research? Do you understand the clientele? What's the scalability? What's the actual investment? What's the revenue versus the profit? You guys just opening up LLCs, acting like you did something.
Facts.
So stop saying we starting businesses when we don't understand the dynamics of what it takes to run a business, please.
Yeah.
They don't understand P&Ls and all. Like,
you know what? I did all the that work though. So I did do the marketing. I did do all of that.
You might have been good with business, but you again, this is what I'm saying. With like people keep overstepping certain things and they're trying to use it. You probably be good at business. He probably want one, but you probably started something he probably ain't good at. Like
he should have never said it.
He should have asked for it. Yeah, I want to open up this business. Okay, well, I'm going to help you do it, and then you end up taking over and doing it for him. And I think that's the mistake. That's the lesson that I learned. You say you have an idea, you want to do something, fine. I will fully support you in what you want, what you verbalize that you wanted to do. We came up with an agreement that you are going to be the one that's running this, but then the woman ends up taking over and end up doing everything. Even when it comes to doing the price points and all that kind of stuff like that, even to actually advertising and selling and making the shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the mistake. You can't do it for them.
You gotta know what type of woman you got. You gotta know what type of woman you got at the end of the day. If you got a woman that's about her business and she moves that way, you gotta know what type of woman she is.
Hey, y'all gotta chill, right? If she's about her business, then she doesn't make poor investments.
Facts.
You see, you want to think with your heart and not your head, and then be mad at the nigga that you knew was a failure. Stop.
Like, come on.
Facts.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You can't.
I wonder,
hold on.
Nah. Hamp is cooking. Hamp is cooking. You knew that nigga wasn't shit when it came to business before you started the motherfucker. Like, listen, dog. I'm a firm believer in this, right? I'm a firm believer in this shit, right? Because you have a lot of people, and I understand it's like a new trend. It's like the new trendy thing to be an entrepreneur, to be to be a business owner and call yourself self-made and all this other shit. It's a new trend. There's so many people out here that don't know the ins and outs of running a successful business and starting a business. There's so many people that don't know all the shit that goes into this shit. You feel what I'm saying? Motherfuckers think you buy a vinyl cutter and a heat press and now you're a fucking clothing brand owner. Like, no, nigga, it's so much. There's so many ins and outs of this shit of business that people don't even understand. And it's like Hamp said, you motherfuckers go get an LLC and just think, oh yeah, I'm a business owner. Like, nah, nigga, like, motherfuckers don't do no research or nothing and just be saying shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you knew this motherfucker wasn't business-minded from the jump. You knew that. And you could tell when a motherfucker's not business-minded just by the way they speak. You feel what I'm saying? And you still decided to do all of this goofy shit, and now you upset because the motherfucker showed you exactly what the fuck he been showing you. He ain't business-minded whatsoever. You dig what I'm saying? So stop it, man. That's your fault. That's your fault. And you ain't business-minded either. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't business-minded either. You was running off pure feelings. Because if you were business-minded, then you would have knew up front, this is not somebody that I can do business with. You know what I'm saying? Business-minded people know who they can and can't do business with. So just stop it, man. Just stop it.
I want to ask Akira, you my girl, but like, at what point do you come to like, and then we're talking about
let me finish beating them up first, and then you can
go ahead, Hamp. Go ahead.
Louise, man, you missed me. I missed you too. I ain't seen you since Sunday. I missed you too.
Right. I'm sorry.
We're explicit cross-eyed ass. She ain't.
Oh shit.
Okay. I'm looking at Akira and Callie. Did y'all hear what I said? Just give me an affirmative yes.
Yes, absolutely.
No, hold, Cal. She said too much. She said I heard you and all that other shit. Hey, I ain't that nigga. Did you hear what I said? Keep.
Don't see? Come on now. Now, Hamp said it lighter than me. I'll just coming at y'all next. So he said the same thing. He said it lighter. Come on.
Go ahead, Timmy. I'm off their ass now, Timmy. Go ahead.
Well, I'm not. I'm gonna keep going.
I've never been like, at what point in 10 years, like, how did it take 10 years for you to decide whether or not, like, for you to just get fed up? Why did it take so long? I don't know. I've never been in a long term
Because
relationship.
she ain't business
so
minded.
that's why I'm asking. Like,
Hey, was she
Why-
leveled up without him though?
Well,
Was she
I
leveled
mean,
up
we
with-
have.
Hey, was she leveled up without him though? Is it because he was there? Is the reason why you leveled up?
No.
what?
How does that happen? He's
So
not
I'm
at work
saying,
with
like
me.
you said, when y'all started, y'all ain't have nothing together. What if he out the picture? How much more would you have been able to do without him? Or was it because he was there is the reason why you did level up?
I don't know. Wait, she got to answer my question first. I want to know.
What took
because
so long?
I really want to know because if
We
he
have-
had
we have
already
3 kids
showed
together.
you so many times, why did you even take your money and try to invest in him in the first place? Like, I really
Because
want
she
to know
ain't
these
business
things.
minded. That's
She said
why.
they got 3 kids together.
Yeah, we got 3 kids together. I've known him half my life.
Oh, so you-
That's
Yeah,
irrelevant.
It ain't that easy just to like, oh, deuces and that's it. No.
They had
did
ebb and
what
flow
you're
too, right?
supposed to
Like
do.
he was up, down, up. I mean,
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do, though. See, that's another thing. When people sit up here talking about these relationships and marriages and stuff, what you do, they keep trying to put so many circumstances and stuff. Like at the end of the day, just because you poured into that man and he wasn't good at it, that don't make him a terrible person. A lot of y'all keep making it seem like that.
Facts.
Just because, Akira, you need a muzzle, baby. just because of that. But seriously, respectfully,
No muzzle
though,
game.
that be the
No
truth,
muzzle
though.
game.
Oh, Lord, see, that means you can't shut the hell up. Lord, have mercy. Oh, hey, Hamp, we got to get the button over here. Hamp.
No muzzle game.
But no,
Yes,
but that's the truth. But that's the truth, though, because people, that's what you look at. It's like if a man level up a woman, he did the right thing. But if a woman somewhat you leveled up a man, then she's a goofy. How is that? That's the
Facts.
that's the truth. And you don't like that.
Ain't
You
nobody
don't like
said
that.
that but you.
You don't like that. You don't. I'm gonna keep digging under your skin, babe. Mwah. You know what I'm saying? But that's the truth, though. When you think about it, you're supposed to pour into your partner. It doesn't matter. Anything ain't gonna go right. The problem is when shit goes wrong, it automatically X off. It's like, and I'm not saying that y'all women don't get it hard, but if a man fuck up damn near once in certain categories, that's it. He might not
he
be a
fuck
good
forever.
businessman. I can talk all day and say I want this real estate company. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Everybody
So you
can't
started the
be
real
up.
estate company. Hey, exactly.
Everybody
and y'all gotta
can't be
get
up.
that. You might be
Oh.
better at that shit. I might want it, but you might be better at it. The thing about it is with marriage and relationship, people
Give and
really got to
take.
get this one part. Y'all need to get into the mindset, oh, we need to make us work. Us might be you running this shit. Us might be you handling this thing. I might need to support you, babe. But when we leave out of this and come home, now our dynamic need to change, and that's where a lot of people also fuck up at, because the
That's not
dynamic
gonna
you the
happen.
boss over here in the company. But if you want me to be the head of the household, you got to respect me as that. A lot of people don't know how to take that down, and that's what I was talking about earlier with females where they be making a certain amount of money. They don't know how to turn that boss shit off.
Facts.
They don't know when to come home. I'm the head of the household.
That lady just
That nigga chefing. That nigga chefing. I'm telling you, son, you see that shit. You see that shit a lot, especially on social media. You see that shit a hell of a lot. If most of the time, and this is in most cases. In most cases, if a woman makes more than her spouse, if the woman is the breadwinner, she would treat that man like shit. She do not respect that nigga at all. You feel what I'm saying? She do not respect that nigga whatsoever. You feel what I'm saying? Like she'll walk all over that nigga. She won't listen. She gonna do what the fuck she wanna do simply because she's the fucking breadwinner. And that's a fucking fact. You feel what I'm saying? Like I can't get jiggy with it. You know what I'm saying? And I push my lady as much as I possibly can. You feel what I'm saying? But if she ever got to a point where she eclipsed me financially and automatically thought that meant that she eclipsed me in the dynamic of how this household is run, yeah, we got a fucking problem. We got a fucking problem. You feel what I'm saying? We got a problem. And that's normally how the shit go. You see it all the time. Especially like with some women that got these hard ass jobs. Like she got a job, like she got to do some real hard shit. She don't know how to cut that shit off when she go home. You feel what I'm saying? She do not know how to cut that shit off. If she's like a very high level supervisor or some shit, she go home and try to do that shit at the crib. That's just a fact.
Okay, so this.
I knew you wasn't gonna last 3 minutes.
No, this bothers me, right? You be talking about people be talking about, so we gotta turn that boss shit off and everything like that, right?
Yes.
When they come home.
Turn that shit
How
off.
many of us are actually bosses at work, or are we just one of the chugs in the machine, and you just local. I mean, you're just a regular worker, like you're not even middle management. How many of us are actually like that? So all this boss narrative and stuff like that, I don't get that. I don't get it. The vast majority of us are not bosses.
Is that a question?
Yeah,
I'd love to answer that.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's overall. I don't get it.
Now,
I ain't nobody boss at work.
Y'all gonna get mad at me because that bullshit, y'all ladies do that shit. Y'all love call yourself bosses just because y'all created an LLC. So a lot of people don't even have fucking employees, but you a boss.
Fact.
Like, this shit is good. It's like people like these unnecessary titles.
Yep.
To me, I don't even want to be considered a boss, regardless of how many companies I own. I hate the fucking word. It's overused. A lot of people like these titles. I'm a boss. This. You don't hear niggas say I'm a boss, man. Ain't that when you might hear when we talking amongst the fellas, yeah, nigga, I'm a boss. But a lot of y'all women, y'all love that shit. Boss bitch, this, boss be that. What? How? Because you got an eyelash company?
They do the same thing. They just don't.
We do it amongst us, but in more slang type shit.
You try to downplay that shit, talk about amongst men. Nah, it's niggas online doing the same thing women doing, calling themselves bosses. And yeah, no, we not.
Truth talking about we heard
most of us take home a W-2. I'm just saying.
Let me answer that. Who hurt me? I'm gonna tell y'all this right now because I love this antagonist shit, man. I love it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Who hurt me? A woman did. A woman hurt me. But hold on. But just because a man was hurt doesn't mean the shit that he's saying is not true.
We not saying that.
Just because y'all is that. But y'all is though. But y'all is. Y'all don't like when I speak from this shit though. Y'all don't like that.
Melly,
y'all try to make it seem like 3 + 3 is 6 sometimes. It's not 3 + 3 is 6 all the time.
What we are saying is that a lot of things that you say is coming from a place of hurt. It's your truth. We not taking
it. Don't matter though.
We're not
even
taking
if it is, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it don't. Yeah, I don't like that. Like, who gives a fuck what place is coming from? If it's a fact, it's a fact. Who gives a fuck the place it derived from? You know what I'm saying? Like that don't make sense. And they be trying to do that shit to downplay what motherfuckers be saying. Like, oh, who hurt you? Who hurt a nigga is irrelevant. If the motherfucker's speaking facts, he's speaking facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, the shit don't make sense.
We coming from a place of hurt.
But why does it matter though? If it came from hurt or if it didn't? If Hamp said the same thing, if Hamp said the same thing, does it change anything?
It don't.
Exactly. People
No. So you have to understand that if Hamp said the same thing, he wouldn't say it every week, and that's the difference. So
I said a whole lot of other things. I said a whole lot of other things. How come y'all can't think about that? I said a whole lot of other things. People only pay attention to what they want to pay attention to.
No, we pay attention every week. No. You said you
name one thing that I said that was outside of that.
You just brought up the boss bitch shit again.
What was the question? What was the question? What was the question? Yeah, come on now. What was the question?
Well, that was like it was like the second or third time you had brought it up.
We're gonna keep repeating the same thing like we didn't hear it the first time.
Yeah, because you were talking about going to work. No, yeah, I did ask you a question about that. You were talking about women going to work and then coming home and can't turn the boss stuff off.
I appreciate that, Callie, but you see how they couldn't answer that? They skipped over those parts. People only pay attention to the part that they want to focus to. And I'm going to keep talking from this passionate place. Because I hate y'all females only on the weekdays, though. Because I love y'all on the weekends. Y'all all right on the weekends, though. You know? No, wait, next question.
Hey, Splish.
Yeah.
He called
somebody tried to call you. Somebody tried to call you cross-eyed. I had to stick up for you and all that. You know what I'm
saying? No, you said it. Can't started that.
Me?
Yeah, you said where explicit cross-eyed ass at.
You gotta prove that.
Yeah, I was backstage. I heard it.
I think I saw you backstage.
I was gonna say explicit really is cross-eyed.
They believe you? That's how rumors get started, man.
Right.
They didn't came in the game over everybody bag.
I'm talking about
I was watching the game. We
Can we be real though? Can we be real for what Melly was saying? Melly was, he really had a point. And to your point, Callie, you were saying, oh, that boss, this, that, and the fourth.
Third.
When you making a certain type of money.
Hamp petty as hell. He tried to whisper that shit. Third. Hamp petty as hell.
You automatically that's just how you gonna move. That's how your mentality gonna be. It's just consciously, that's just how you gonna act. So you know, you talking about the females talk about this boss did, boss. That's what y'all fought for. Y'all wanted equal rights. Y'all wanted to be able to. Okay, I don't want to sit at home.
Nigga, what are you talking about?
No more. Niggas don't go to the factory and the mama stay at home. And y'all wanted to have your own. So it's like now,
can I ask
when y'all
you
got your own, now there's a problem.
Tamia, shut up.
Hang on. We didn't. Okay. I don't know how old any of the other women here are. Right? Are y'all younger than me or are y'all older than me?
How old are you?
I'm 45.
I'm younger.
Okay. None of us fought for that. We were born into it. None of us fought for that. Okay. None of us was picking in.
Hold up. Before she continue, I would have never guessed she was 45. She looks amazing for her age. I'd have never thought she was 45.
We want equal rights. We want to be able to work. None of us fought for that. We were born into it. Okay. It was the reality of the world when we were born. No. Grew up into it, just like y'all did.
Callie, that's a disingenuous response.
It's really not. It's really not.
The reason why it is because you take advantage of it and tout it, right? So I could see if you guys pushed back against it and gave back the rights, but no, you use the rights, right? You stand on the rights, you tout the rights, and you have the attitude of what those rights manifested. So
facts.
Well, it was the way of the world we were born.
Do you think people? Do y'all think people should date within their tax bracket so that wouldn't be an issue in the household?
Say what?
What?
And what you say?
Do y'all think that people should date within their tax bracket so that won't be an issue in the household?
People do date within their tax bracket more often than not.
Yeah, I was saying, what are you talking about?
No, yeah, but I was just asking.
Should you?
So it wouldn't be so that it wouldn't be an issue that your woman makes more money than you.
Well, the problem is not necessarily where it started, it's where it ended. So we might start in the same tax bracket, but as we together, I level up.
But how are you leveling up and your partner not leveling up?
That's the problem.
Different visions.
Oh,
because you either gonna grow together or you're gonna grow apart.
Right. Okay.
No. Fuck no. That shit only happens on a woman's end. That's the only time that shit happens. The only fucking time. That's the only time you hear dumb shit like that. Is on a woman and is on a woman's end. If y'all come into this shit together and y'all both make almost the same amount of money, right? Or let's just say the man makes a little bit more than what she does. The minute she starts making more than him, she is the one that starts looking at the relationship different. That shit only happens on the woman's end. It's only on the woman's end. Because if a man, like me and my lady right now, if let's just say next year, somehow or another, I start some shit and I start making $200,000, $300,000 a year. That shit changes nothing to how I view this relationship. Nothing changes at all. You know what I'm saying? Now, you reverse that. I don't believe my lady would do that. But, you know what I'm saying? If it happened, it wouldn't fucking surprise me. You dig what I'm saying? So in most cases, it only happens that way when a woman starts making more than a man. That's when the shit starts to change. So all that bullshit she talking about, oh, you either grow together or you grow apart. That's bullshit.
To me, this is the ideology that's messing us up, right? People acting like they doing this shit on their own, right? So my wife don't work, right? But we have kids, right? We have things to maintain and etc. Right? She worked for the business and whatever the case is. She has a doctorate in education, right? But she doesn't use it right now, that specifically, you know? And so as I amass more money and we generate more wealth and we build more assets, that's her going up as well. But for some reason, we keep separating each other while you marry, right? There's no way you doing it on your own in the overwhelming majority of cases.
Fact.
Okay.
But because the paycheck is in my name now, it's just me. That's unrealistic.
I completely agree, but you do have situations where there are people who become complacent, right? So and or less ambitious.
So what?
So now I'm out going to school and I've gotten a better job or, got promotions at the job because I done went and furthered my education and did all this, and you still working the same job from when I met you.
So
and
what?
You have no aspiration and no dream and no hope of moving nowhere.
Here's the thing though.
So what?
This is the other thing that I think women do is the man can't be content, right? So if I'm an 8th grade science teacher, I could argue that is much more valuable than being a YouTuber.
Facts.
But I probably make more money than them. It's much more value than being an NFL football player.
Facts.
But he probably makes more money than the science teacher. So now, if a man wants to be a science teacher,
it's not
for
enough.
the next
all of a
20
sudden,
years, retire with his pension, he'll still be admonished. See, that's where we have a problem.
Facts.
Mentally.
Yeah.
See, but I'm not even
Silly
saying
shit.
that. I'm completely okay with that. Like if you take pride in your work and it's something that you actually love to do, because you know what they say, if you love to do,
she lying.
It don't feel like work when you're doing what you love to do. So I'm okay with that. If that is
She lying.
meaningful work, it is what you want to do, and it is where you are, I'm okay with that. I'm talking about the people who've been stuck building cars in a plant for the last 20 years and not doing it.
It's the same shit.
It's the same difference.
They like they know.
You know what the average 8th grade teacher not doing? Going to Maldives with you.
Yep.
And so when he's making 50 grand, right, and you upwards of 100, 150, the lifestyle is different.
Yep.
And I wonder who's okay with that.
There's no woman. I don't believe there's women out here that's with it because of the dumb shit she just said, and she just proved it. You tried to separate a 8th grade teacher from somebody that works at a car manufacturing factory. It's the same shit. If that motherfucker loves his job and he loves what he does and he's content with what he has and what he makes and he's content with the life that he has built, you are the fucking problem because you want all of this extra shit. So that's a you problem. It ain't got shit to do with him. That's a you problem. Because you went back to school, you're getting promotions, you're getting more money, you're getting all this other shit. Now you feel like his job ain't worth shit because you make more money. You literally just proving the point. That's all you're doing.
That's when people outgrow each other.
No,
It only works if
that's wrong.
That's also funny too, because when you honestly thinking, I mean, we just gonna keep it fair. Would y'all ladies actually? How can I word this? And Hamp, help me out with this one. You might see where I'm going with this. If a female, no, seriously, why is it such a problem? Like when you want your female, if she has the opportunity to make more money than you, like say I don't give what the number is. Let's just say I make 150,000, but she can make 250,000. I would want my woman to go out there and go get that 250,000.
Well, Melly, the problem is a lot of men don't. So
They don't. They get intimidated by
and it's
it.
not that they don't want it; it's that they can't handle it. Right?
No, it ain't.
That's another thing too that I think being used too loosely.
I love that intimidation word.
A man is intimidated by
Nobody
everything
intimidated
y'all
about
don't
that.
like. But we're gonna keep
What are
it
you
here.
talking about?
No, that's not.
How you what? Why? Okay, you want to touch that? Why?
No. Nobody's fucking intimidated. Y'all just unpleasant when y'all get there. That's all. That's all it is, man. That's all it is. Your attitude gets very fucking nasty when you get there. Ain't nobody fucking intimidated. It's just the attitude that comes along with you making more money is very fucking unpleasant to be around. Nobody wants to deal with that shit. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. We're not about to sit up here. We're not about to sit here and make it seem like every fucking man is intimidated because you make $200,000 a year. No, we don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's just the attitude that comes along with the shit is nasty and it's unpleasant. Because once you start making all of this money, you start to look down on a motherfucker. That's why. So please stop it, man. Cause I know a lot of dudes that's in relationships that champion their women going out there getting promotions and doing their thing and building their careers and all of that shit. But you know what doesn't come with that? That nasty ass fucking attitude don't come with it. You dig what I'm saying? But they are the minority, they're not the majority. Majority, once you start making a certain amount of money, that nasty ass attitude comes along with it.
How you feel as though a man is intimidated?
You ask them a question and they're answering you.
Yeah, stay there. Because what he's saying is,
let's go back to that.
what he's saying is viable, right? This is the thing that you have to ask yourself and the women around you. How do you treat that man once you start making more money than him?
Thank you. Yeah.
How do you see that man once you start making more money than him? That's the issue.
That's the issue.
The money aspect. Who changes first?
Facts.
So let me
It's
answer.
not always the woman though. Like
Yes, it is.
I didn't say always. I'm saying who changes
most of the
From
time.
personal experience, I've been in 2 relationships where I started to make more money and it didn't start out that way. In the first one, he tried to exert his dominance and show that he was more his masculinity.
Because your attitude changed,
now,
probably.
right now he's doing shit that he was never doing before, and I'm like, what is that about?
No,
Huh?
that's not true. I'm gonna tell you. Let me tell you what
But it
actually
is.
happened. Nah, Fliss, I'm gonna tell you what actually happened in your relationship. Once you start making more money than them niggas, you needed the big piece of chicken. So every time he wanted to be dominant and assertive and masculine, in your subconscious, you saying, nigga, shut your broke ass up.
I'm trying to tell you that's not what happened.
No, I'm telling you that's what happened. That's
I believe it.
I'm trying to tell you that's not what happened. It's not what happened.
Okay, well, let's put it this way. We gonna leave Splits alone. We gonna leave Splits alone.
Nah. I believe that's how it happened, man, because that's normally how it go, man. You see it all the time. And if you pay attention to how certain women speak and how they talk, right? You have women that'll tell you, right? Because they make X amount of dollars, if you make less than this, you can't even speak to me. Don't even say nothing. Like, you know, like shit, stupid shit like that. Which is why I tell women all the time, right? If you make X amount of dollars and you feel like you cannot deal with nobody that does not make that amount or more, right? You close off a large portion of people. Because let's be real, the national average is like 40,000 or less. That's the national average. 40,000 or less. And you look at those people like they ain't worth shit just because they make the national average. Or you got some women out here that'll look at a motherfucker that makes 60 or 70 like he ain't worth shit. You dig what I'm saying? It's like, and I made the example of, let's just say you got one man that make 150 a year, and you got another man that makes 75 a year. But the man that makes 150 a year is financially irresponsible and he spends every fucking dollar he makes. And he's living paycheck to paycheck. But then you got this motherfucker that makes 75,000. He lives comfortably and he manages to save $10,000 every fucking year. Who the fuck has the better life? Who the fuck is more fit to lead? You dig what I'm saying? But you still have someone, I'm gonna go with the dude that make 150. But he's a fuck up and he's living paycheck to paycheck and he's fucking broke. You dig what I'm saying? This shit don't make sense. This shit don't even make sense. But like I said, in my personal opinion, most women that make upwards of 100 or more, you know what I'm saying? Their attitudes are fucking disgusting. A large majority of them. Their attitudes are fucking disgusting and they're just terrible people to be around. Like, they're not pleasant to be around. They're not pleasant to talk to. You dig what I'm saying? It's just my personal opinion. You feel what I'm saying? But y'all let me know how y'all feel down in the comments, man. Let's start a discussion, man. Before you leave, I'm gonna need you to like, comment, subscribe, share, all of that good shit, man. I'll catch y'all on the next one.